Welcome back. After a tense time in Jerusalem, where Jesus claimed equality with God, we now shift back to the region of Galilee. A large crowd is following Jesus, not necessarily because they believe he is the Son of God, but because they were drawn by the signs that he was doing on the sick. It's here, with the Passover feast approaching, that Jesus will put his disciples to the test and perform an incredible miracle. Seeing the massive crowd, Jesus turns to Philip and asks a question to test him. Where are we to buy bread so that these people may eat? Philip, thinking in purely practical terms, responds that even 200 denarii, about 8 months' wages, wouldn't be enough to give everyone even a little bite. Then Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, speaks up. He says, there is a boy here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what are they for so many? Barley loaves were the food of the poor. This was a humble meal. Andrew points out the meager resources, highlighting the impossibility of the situation from a human perspective. Jesus' response is calm and sovereign. He simply commands, have the people sit down. John makes a point to tell us there was much grass in the place. God, in His grace, had already provided a comfortable place for them to rest. Then Jesus took the loaves, and the text says He gave thanks. This is a beautiful picture of gratitude, even with so little. He then distributed the bread and fish to the crowd, and they all ate as much as they wanted. It wasn't just a small sample. They ate until they were fully satisfied. After everyone had eaten their fill, Jesus gives another command. Gather up the leftover fragments, that nothing may be lost. They gathered the leftovers and filled 12 baskets, far more than they started with. This wasn't just a multiplication. It was a demonstration of overwhelming abundance and a sign of Jesus' creative power. The crowd's reaction is immediate. Seeing this incredible sign, they declare, this is indeed the prophet who is to come into the world. They recognize him as the prophet Moses had foretold, but they have a political, earthly kingdom in mind. The author then tells us something critical. Jesus, perceiving then that they were about to come and take him by force to make him king, withdrew again to the mountain by himself. The crowd wanted a political Messiah, one who would provide for their physical needs and overthrow the Romans. This was not the kind of king Jesus came to be. To avoid this political upheaval, he immediately slips away from them. The feeding of the 5,000 is a powerful sign of Jesus' creative ability to provide for his people. But it also highlights the danger of a faith that is focused only on what we can get from him in this life. The crowd wanted a bread king, not a suffering savior. Jesus refused their earthly crown because he was on a mission to accomplish a much greater work, a spiritual salvation that would be far more costly and eternally more significant.